Rally in Moscow. Kilauea volcano erupts, thousands evacuate nearby towns. President Donald Trump rallies gun lobby in Dallas. Plus, the Iglesia Ni Cristo holds a worldwide walk to fight poverty. Members in U.S. cities participate. The Premier's office said Iraqi warplanes carried out a raid Sunday targeting Islamic State group commanders in eastern Syria, in the second such strike on the jihadists since mid-April. A statement said Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi ordered the painful strike, which targeted a meeting of IS commanders south of al-Dushashia in Syrian territory. The spokesman of Iraq's Security Media Center, General Yahya Rasool, said F-16 fighter jets were used in the early morning strike and the raid was successful.
تم صباح هذا اليوم بالساعة 8:40 من تنفيذ ضربة جوية مباشرة على مقر قيادة وسيطرة، وهناك معلومات مؤكدة أن هناك اجتماع لبعض قيادات داعش الإرهابي يخططون لتنفيذ عمليات إرهابية سواء داخل سوريا أو داخل الأراضي العراقية. هناك مركز عمليات مشترك رباعي يجمع العراق وسوريا وروسيا وإيران، يعطي هذه الأهداف ويعطي هذه المعلومات من الساحة السورية، ويتم متابعتها من قبل الاستخبارات العسكرية العراقية ومن قبل القوة الجوية بطائرات الاستطلاع الكينج اير وغيرها، لذلك تحدد الأهداف.
Dushashia is in a desert region of Syria's Hasaki province, where a U.S.-backed Kurdish-led alliance is fighting the jihadists. On April 19, Iraq said it had carried out an air raid against IS in Syria that killed 36 IS fighters near the town of Hajin in the eastern province of Deir ez-Zor. Iraq declared victory in December against IS, which launched a sweeping offensive in 2014 and at one point controlled a third of the country. The jihadists still control pockets of desert along the border with Syria. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny was detained along with more than 1,000 of his supporters on Saturday during nationwide rallies against Vladimir Putin as police used force to break up rallies in Moscow and St. Petersburg. Riot police beat protesters with truncheons, dragged them along the ground and threw them into police vans in Moscow in an attempt to disperse a huge crowd that packed Pushkin Square to protest against Putin's swearing-in ceremony. 41-year-old police grabbed Navalny soon after he showed up at the rally as some shouted "shame" in Ukrainian, a famous slogan of the Kiev uprising that ousted a Kremlin-backed regime in 2014. Report says tear gas was also briefly used. Navalny, who was barred from challenging Putin in the March presidential election, had called on Russians to stage a day of rallies across the country under the catchy slogan, "Not our Tsar." Early Saturday, protesters rallied in towns and cities in Russia's Far East and Siberia, and some of those protests were violently broken up. Independent monitoring group OVD Info said more than 1,000 people had been detained by police nationwide. Of them, more than 470 were detained in Moscow and more than 50 in second city, St. Petersburg.
Потому что уже сколько у нас правильно, с 2000 года 18 лет и еще 6 лет, 24 года, но либо монарх, либо царь.
Все, экономика загублена, сельское хозяйство, культура, здравоохранение. Народ превращают в быдло, в рабов. Законов никаких не существует. Как можно идти на 4-й срок, если Конституция противоречит это?
Police, which put the Moscow turnout at 1,500 people, warned it would use force and impact munitions against demonstrators. Scuffles also broke out between Navalny supporters and pro-Kremlin activists who descended into the square in an apparent effort to sabotage the opposition demonstration. Anti-Kremlin protesters chanted the 4th term in prison and sick of you. In St. Petersburg, several thousand people marched along Nevsky Prospect, the city's main thoroughfare, chanting "Putin is a thief" and "Down with the Tsar." Report says when police tried to stop the Assumption March, protesters pelted them with eggs and water bottles. Up next, Kilauea volcano erupts, thousands evacuate nearby towns. President Donald Trump rallies gun lobby in Dallas. Eagle News Washington, D.C. will return in a moment.
As Eagle Broadcasting Corporation marks its 50th year, it is conducting several activities under the theme EBC Cares, enabling a better community. Health and nutrition are key factors on child's learning and well-being. EBC's feeding program encourages the community to combat malnutrition among children and ensure them a healthy future. EBC's cleanup drive and citronella planting hopes to help the community in caring for environment and preventing diseases such as dengue. EBC's public service program, Paglilingkod sa Bayan, Serbisyo para sa Mamamayan, has opened its doors to government agencies so more people can avail of these services. EBC's blood donation program and medical mission continue to spearhead life-saving projects, and EBC's livelihood seminar teaches and guides those who want to have additional income and business. EBC Cares, serving the people in these interesting times. Know the latest news and information here and abroad. In Aguila, Balita, track the latest happenings in the provinces in Aguila Provincia. Be aware of important events in Asia, in ASEAN in Focus, and be updated in the biggest news around the world in Eagle News International. Tune into Mata ng Aguila and get the day's headlines and news that are sharp, accurate, and objective. Only here at Net 25.
Welcome back. You're watching Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Since January 1983, Kilauea volcano on Hawaii's Big Island has been erupting, spewing massive amounts of lava and causing the islands itself to grow over the years. These past few weeks, scientists and government officials have been monitoring volcanic activity in anticipation of the inevitable. For more on this, we have EBC Hawaii correspondents Ron Hamilton and Gabrielle Lopez.
The Kilauea volcano eruption is now well underway, causing nearly 1,700 residents to flee their homes this evening in a mandatory evacuation, as fountains of lava erupted from underground. Leilani Estates subdivision is located in the direct path of Kilauea's East Rift Zone. Shortly before 5 p.m. local time, lava was confirmed at the surface in the eastern end of the subdivision. Witnesses have also seen white-hot vapor and blue fumes emanating from the ground, some even on the roadways. Residents of the lower Puna district have also been put on alert and urged to review individual, family, and business emergency plans. To recall, the Puna district fell victim to Kilauea's lava flow back in 2014. Hawaii County Civil Defense has been on scene, coordinating efforts, including the mandatory evacuation. Hawaii Governor David Ige, meanwhile, has ordered the activation of the National Guard to provide additional assistance. Earlier in the day, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center reported a 5.0 magnitude earthquake at 10:31 a.m. off the south flank of Kilauea volcano. However, this earthquake was not large enough to cause a tsunami. On April 30th, the crater within Pu'u'o'o collapsed, and a flurry of low-magnitude earthquakes continued to shake the eastern side of the island. A small fissure opened to the west of the vent on May 1st, but scientists at the U.S. Geological Survey's Hawaiian Volcano Observatory reported that an intrusion of magma had begun moving eastwards toward Highway 130. Gabriel Lopez, my young colleague on the Big Island, managed to get close to the barricades and has this update.
Some crazy stuff's been happening today. Like this morning, we were in Hilo, and a 5.0 magnitude earthquake struck us. We were in the mall shopping for stuff, and we felt it, and we were like shook, and it was crazy. And so, due to the earthquake, apparently it caused a crack in the ground, and lava's been spewing out. So everybody's being mandatorily evacuated. If anybody's out here wanting to see the lava, just don't. People are trying to evacuate the roads and their houses, and they're going to the shelters in Keao Community Center and Paho Rec Center, I believe. Yeah, so if you want to see the lava, please save it for another day, because you need to respect everybody who needs to evacuate from their houses. Police has been all over this place. There's been ambulances driving around, road closures. And actually the National Guard has been deployed, and they're helping with the evacuation in Leilani Estates.
Just got evacuated for the lava flow, and I'm sitting in the parking lot here at the community center in Pahoa eating a pizza that somebody passed out. That was nice. So I don't know really what to say. I heard inside they want to keep this place open for, or have the option of keeping it open for 3 weeks. And I sure hope things settle down before 3 weeks. That's not good. Trying to find out where the lava is actually flowing right now. Supposedly at the bottom side of Leilani Estates, so we'll see where it goes.
Big Island residents are being encouraged to sign up for the Hawaii County Civil Defense messages at the hawaiicounty.gov Active Alerts webpage. For more updates on Kilauea, check out the USGS website at volcanoes.usgs.gov. Reporting from Honolulu, Hawaii, this is Ron Hamilton for Eagle News. I am one with 25.
Thank you, Ron and Gabriel. U.S. President Donald Trump rallied gun owners in Texas Friday, summarily rejecting calls for stricter laws despite a high school massacre in Florida that fueled public demands for change. Making a pilgrimage to the National Rifle Association's annual meeting in Dallas, Trump tackled head-on the controversy over his visit, which comes 3 months after a classroom bloodbath that shocked the whole world. Political advisors, he said, had told him not to go, to which he responded, "Bye-bye, got to get on a plane," prompting extended cheers. He said, quote, "We have to do that right thing." It is the second year running that Trump has addressed a gun-toting, hat-waving jamboree, but the first time since the school massacre in Parkland, Florida. Trump made only brief allusion to the February 14 high school rampage in Parkland, signaling a return to politics as normal, as his Republicans head into sharply contested midterm election. While dismissing calls for curbs on civilians' ability to buy semi-automatic weapons, Trump said, quote, "Our hearts break for every American who has suffered." Trump's warm-up act, Vice President Mike Pence, went as far as to say there was too much coverage of the sorrow of mass shootings and not enough of good guys with guns. The White House duo instead doled out red meat to their political base, trashing the fake news media and the witch hunt Russia investigation, endorsing Republican election wannabes and praising the great American flag. Public demands for stricter gun control measures soared after 17 people were shot dead in Parkland, with students mobilizing hundreds of thousands of people in Washington March 24 for a mass display of outrage. But the Republican-controlled Congress has taken little action, and polls indicate public sentiment in favor of stricter gun laws is cooling, as it has after previous mass shootings. Just a 10-minute walk from the plaza where his predecessor John F. Kennedy was shot dead, the 45th president vowed that the right to bear arms would never ever be under siege as long as he is president. He slammed countries like France and Britain, which have tough gun laws, claiming attacks and stabbing could have been prevented if only citizens were armed, at one point mimicking the assailants in the Paris Bataclan attack of November 2015, picking out their victims.
Nobody has guns in Paris, nobody. And we all remember more than 130 people, plus tremendous numbers of people that were horribly, horribly wounded. You notice nobody ever talks about it. They were brutally killed by a small group of terrorists that had guns. They took their time and gunned them down one by one. Boom, come over here. Boom, come over here. Boom. But if one employee or just one patron had a gun, or if one person in this room had been there with a gun aimed at the opposite direction, the terrorists would have fled or been shot, and it would have been a whole different story.
The Iglesia Ni Cristo holds a worldwide walk to fight poverty. Members in U.S. cities participate. That's next. Eagle News Washington, D.C. will return shortly.
Ano ang tunay na kahulugan?
Contentment lang.
Ano po ang inspirasyon niyo
Hindi
sa
lang
paggawa
yung sarili
ng
mo yung
mga
mapapasaya mo. Ang kailangan, yung lahat din ng tao
Ano
na mahal sa
ang
buhay mo,
level
basta
of
masaya mo.
happiness ngayong mga panahon na ito?
Anong na-accomplish mo sa buhay mo?
Intact family, of course, and strong spiritual foundation.
Yang lahat ng yan, abangan niyo sa magandang usapan dito po sa Rule Yourself to Success, RYTS! Yeah!
Eagle News teams are fair.
Sa impeachment complaint laban kay Supreme Court Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno, ang ilang
Ang
maestra...
rekomendasyon na makasuhan ang mga sangkot kasama na ang mga opisyal ng customs.
Hardworking.
Papaunlad ng isang bata na magiging isang future youth leaders.
Dedicated.
Sa nasawi ay dito natagpuan yung bangkay.
Ito yung kanilang paraan ng pag-aalaga ng mga may sakit na leprosy noong unang panahon.
Committed to public service.
Ang chairmanship ng ASEAN sa bansang Singapore.
Marami yung mga biktima ng mga nawawala.
Ang ng Bureau of Customs na nasa merkado na yung mga pinaging produkto.
Sa kapila ng mga kilos protesta na nanatiling
dahil sa mabilis na pagresponde ng mga pamatay-sunog, ang apoy mabilis na
karoon ng equal opportunity ang ibang mga kababaihan.
ng mga kabataan at ipinakita sa pamagitan ng kanilang mga likha.
Nanatiling kulang pa rin ang tubig para sa irigasyon, para sa pagtatanim ng ating mga kababayang magsasaka.
As we live in interesting times.
This is Eagle News, Washington, D.C. I am Rose Papa Angeles. The Iglesia Ni Cristo, or Church of Christ, all over the globe held its second worldwide walk event. INC members in all major parts of the U.S. joined the global cause aiming to help address the pressing universal concern about poverty. Here are the reports from our correspondents across the United States.
We're very pleased to have with us an adjudicator from the Guinness World Records, and even though we've become fast friends, please introduce yourself to our international viewers.
Happy to. My name is Philip Robertson. I'm an adjudicator with Guinness World Records. I'm based in New York, but delighted to be here in sunny California today.
Wonderful. Now, the extent of my knowledge of an adjudicator is one who adjudicates. So please, for those the uninformed who wants to be informed, what is it that you're going to be doing today?
So my role as a Guinness World Records adjudicator is to make sure the guidelines for each record attempt are followed. In this case, we have a charity walk which has to be at least 1 mile long. We need to make sure that everyone is walking the entire course, and wristbands or counting methods are approved in advance, are then used to make sure everyone taking part in the attempt completes the entire course.
And then how strict are the guidelines?
The guidelines have to be strict for everyone worldwide. If this record is then replicated in the future, everyone needs to know that the record is being measured the same way, so they need to be applied appropriately and correctly.
And you did mention the term worldwide, and I do understand that this event is happening, in fact, throughout the whole world. Do you adjudicate very many events that the size, the magnitude encompasses the planet?
That's a great question. While we are Guinness World Records, generally each record attempt is local based. This is really unusual for us in having a massive attempt taking place worldwide. So we have adjudicators stationed in Manila, Sydney, London, Canada, Los Angeles, and I also believe Toronto and a couple of other locations as well. But we believe there'll be more than 300 locations taking part, and probably 1.1 million people worldwide or participants are anticipated to take part, including the 3,000 here.
So would you agree that this is a pretty massive undertaking?
This is extraordinary, and it should be incredibly detailed and quite difficult to process, but exciting at the final result. I'm excited by it too.
And should more organizations also take up this banner of a humanitarian concern?
I would encourage everyone to take part in a humanitarian concern if they can, if they're able to. We all share this planet, and it's a wonderful place to be in. Without the planet, Guinness World Records wouldn't exist as a world organization. So no, I'm just joking. I want to see everyone take part and have fun. So it's a great cause, and I'm excited to be here.
And so hopefully we'll get to see you at the finish line. We'll be there trying to interview other participants, and maybe we'll have a chance to chat once again.
I will be certainly at the finish line, and I do hope to see you as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much for speaking with Eagle News.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Behind me you see hundreds of people gathered in Jacksonville, Florida. This is only a fraction of the thousands that have gathered in Georgia and Florida to participate in the worldwide walk of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ. This charity event is intended to bring worldwide recognition to the problem of poverty in sub-Saharan Africa.
Despite weather ranging from scorching heat to intermittent showers, participants all across Georgia and Florida gathered to be a part of the event. In Miami, preparations began even months prior.
In Orlando, Florida alone, 472 participants gathered to fight poverty in Africa. Even prominent community members attended the event and spoke of the importance of communities coming together for this type of cause.
We are indeed, as members of the Church of Christ, really supporting a very great and noble mission, and that is to help our brethren, especially there in Africa, our fellow men. As we all know, really, the great poverty that is happening right there. And each church is really a good example of really promoting and also asking the help of everyone. Let us support our fellow men in Africa. And we are very happy to have this activity in this part of the world in Miami.
Locations were not limited to the southeast coast of the United States. Church of Christ members also gathered in the Bahamas to support the charity event. Participants seemed to leave with a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment.
Reporting for Florida Bureau, I am Colleen Knight, and I am one with 25.
Joining us today is the overall district minister for the Nevada site, Brother Steve Inocencio. Brother Steve, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Lonnie. Thanks for bringing your crew out here and cover this activity.
Okay, what are we expecting here today?
Well, we're expecting that all of the brethren here in the Nevada area, Nevada region, will be supporting this worldwide walk to fight poverty.
Okay, and approximately how many participants are you expecting?
We are expecting at least 2,000 that will be coming out. That's how many registered, so that's how many we're expecting, and even more. There are guests that are also coming in to help us out as well in this worldwide walk.
Right, and what is the overall goal of the whole event?
Well, the overall goal is our unity, in unity with the administration in our efforts to fight poverty, particularly our brethren as well as those that are not yet members of the church in the continent of Africa and our congregations there in Africa. So we're doing this humanitarian work for the betterment of humanity.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Brother Steve.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone. Thank you.
Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Lonnie Valdecantos, and I'm 1 with 25.
It's the person that they want you to see, that everyone expects when you're with your friends, your family, or when you're meeting someone for the very first time. However, what you see isn't exactly the whole story. You don't know what anyone goes through on a day-to-day basis when they go home, if they have one. Through sheer volume and dedication from its members, today, all across the world, the Iglesia Ni Cristo walks to fight poverty.
The church administration of the Iglesia Ni Cristo, they made a call to the brethren all over the world for them to participate in this worldwide walk, which is in order to raise awareness of the growing problem of poverty. Church of Christ, they have various projects they launch that people that are in need in terms of their livelihood, in providing for supplies, clothes, food, and necessities in life.
In the United States, it's a lot easier to handle poverty because there are many social safety nets. But in the Philippines, not as we'd like to respond to as much of the need. We're getting there. We're working hard to do it.
Our kababayans, and not only just our ethnicity but others, we have to join hands to fight poverty, because only then can we rise together. And that has also been the theme of the Veterans Commission for our veterans community and the senior community.
You know, we're working very closely with the county to end homelessness and really to make sure that all residents of Santa Clara County are out of the poverty level. This is a difficult county to live in because of the high income, and those with high income need to help the other people that rely so much on all of the county and the services.
And this is just one of the events provided for by the Iglesia Ni Cristo in providing aid to humanity.
A major project for any organization to take on across the world, but with the help of the Iglesia Ni Cristo members all across the planet, the Iglesia Ni Cristo helps to make the world a better place. I am Diana Risco, and this is Donna Roscoe.
And we are 25!
We will share with you more stories about the worldwide walk to fight poverty throughout the week. That is today's Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Join us tomorrow for stories that matter to you. Visit our website at eaglenews.ph, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/eaglenewsph. Thank you for watching. I am Rose Papa Angeles, and I am 1 with 25.
delicious, delicious.
I'm Wendell Garcia. Join me as I rediscover the joys of living here in the Philippines. Travel through taste. Discover your next adventure as we take you on our tasty travel.
Ngayong summer, ramdam na ramdam ang sobrang init at maalinsangang paligid na pinagsisimulan ng sobrang pagpapawis ng balat. At dahil dito, mas madaling nababarahan ng dumi at bakterya ang mga sweat glands na siya namang nagdudulot ng pagkakaroon ng bungang araw o prickly heat rash sa Ingles. Isang kondisyon ng pagkakaroon ng mapupula at maliliit na butlig-butlig sa balat na maaring mahapdi o makati na karaniwang makikita sa noo, likod, dibdib at mga braso. Paano nga ba maiiwasan ang bungang araw? Narito ang ilang mga paraan upang ang bungang araw ay maiwasan. Una, laging maligo araw-araw. Pangalawa, umiwas sa mga lugar na sobrang maalinsangan at mainit. Panatilihing tuyo ang balat. Magsuot ng mga damit na maluluwag at gawa sa cotton. At kung may bungang araw na, narito ang ilang mga pamamaraan upang magamot ito. Una, linisin ang balat na apektado. Pangalawa, maaaring maglagay ng cornstarch o baking powder. At pangatlo, kumonsulta sa manggagamot. Ang mga karaniwang bungang araw ay hindi naman dapat ikabahala at nawawala rin naman ng kusa matapos ang ilang araw. Ngunit dapat tandaan na ang kondisyong ito ay maaaring makaapekto sa mekanismo ng pagpapalamig ng katawan o body's cooling system. At sa oras na mangyari ito, nariyan ang panganib ng heat stroke. Kaya dapat lamang na tayong lahat ay mag-ingat upang ang inyong summer vacation ay maging sulit kasama ang inyong mga pamilya.
Alamin ang mga pinakahuling kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa. Agila Balita. Yun din ang masariwang pangyari sa mga lalawigan. Sa Agila Probinsya, ihimayin ang mga pangyayari sa Asia, hatid ng ASEAN in Focus. Pati na ang mga kaganapan sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo sa Eagle News International. Huwag palampasin ang mga pinakahuling pangyayari sa mata ng Agila. Mga balitang makabuluhan, dapat subaybayan dito lamang sa Net 25. Mga isyong panlipunan. Mga isyong pampolitika. Tatalakayin, lilinawin, kasama ang mga batikang komentarista, Congressman Dante Marcoleta at Jen Sobartiaga, itinanghal bilang Best Public Affairs Program ng 31st PMPC Star Awards for TV.
Nakita ngayon siguro ng PMPC na talagang merong interaction mula sa atin at saka yung publiko. Talagang natatalakay na mabuti ang mga isyong dapat na pagsaligan sa araw-araw.
Yan pala niya talagang tumutugon yung salitang public affairs. Di ba yung pakikipag-ugnayan sa publiko?
Sa ganang mamamayan. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga.
I am here at Gastown, which is a National Historic Site in Vancouver, British Columbia. Located in Vancouver's oldest neighborhood is the steam-powered clock, which is Gastown's most famous landmark. Make sure to tune in to Digital Nest every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. I am Lou Aquino, EBC correspondent, and I am 1 with 25.
Na ang mga pangunahing balita sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Tinagit at kinalap ng Agila News Team. Agila Balita.
Magandang umaga, ngayon ay Martes, Mayo 8, 2018 sa ating headlines. Mga kumpanya ng langis nagpatupad ng oil price rollback.
Co-warrant to case ni Chief Justice on Leave Maria Lourdes Sereno pagbobotohan na ng Korte Suprema sa Biyernes.
Task Force Save Elections 2018, pagaganahin na ng PNP.
Malacanang iginagalang ang gagawing investigasyon ng Senado sa missile system deployment ng China sa West Philippine Sea.
Kami po inyong magiging tagapaghatid balita. Ako po si Erwin Temperante.
At Maylin Mariano Rivera.
Sa detalye ng ating mga balita, nagpatupad ng oil price rollback ang mga kumpanya ng langis. Simula kaninang alas 6 ng umaga, ipinatupad ng Eastern Petroleum, Flying Bee, Jetty, Petron, Phoenix Petroleum, Pilipinas Shell, PTT, Total at Unioil ang bawas presyo. Tinapyasan ng 30 centavos kada litro ang halaga ng diesel at gasolina, habang 60 sentimos naman ang ibinawas sa presyo ng bawat litro ng kerosene o gaas. Samantala, nauna nang nagpatupad ng rollback ang kumpanyang Sea Oil kaninang alas 12 ng hating gabi dahil sa pagbaba ng contract price ng mga produktong petrolyo sa pandaigdigang merkado, ang oil price rollback sa bansa.
Pagbobotohan na ng Supreme Court sa Biyernes, May 11 ang magiging kapalaran ni Chief Justice on Leave Maria Lourdes Sereno, partikular sa inihaing co-warrant to petition ni Solicitor General Jose Calida. Karamihan umano sa mga hukom ng Korte Suprema ay naniniwalang hindi balido ang pagkakatalaga ni dating Pangulong Noynoy Aquino kay Sereno bilang punong mahistrado. Ang pangunahing rason dito ay ang hindi pagsusumite ni Sereno ng kinakailangang statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth sa Judicial and Bar Council nang mag-apply siya sa posisyon. Samantala, ayon sa tagapagsalita ng Korte Suprema na si Attorney Teodoro T., hindi na nakapagpapalabas ng consensus ang mataas na kapulungan ukol dito. Umaasa naman ang Integrated Bar of the Philippines na kikilalanin ng Supreme Court ang impeachment laban kay Sereno bilang nag-iisang paraan upang mahusgahan ang isang punong maestrado sa ilalim ng konstitusyon.
Nananawagan si Vice President Leni Robredo sa publiko na kontrahin ang lahat ng nakasampang co-warrant of petition laban kay Chief Justice on Leave Maria Lourdes Sereno. Sinabi ni Robredo na ang co-warrant of petition na inihain ni Solicitor General Jose Calida laban kay Sereno hindi lamang laban sa punong maestrado, ngunit laban ng buong bansa. Dapat anyang isantabi ang takot at tumulong sa ipaglaban ang judicial branch ng pamahalan. Ayon kay Robredo, itinatag ang hudikatura upang maging proteksyon ng mga nangangailangan at hindi upang makuha ang sariling interes ng nasa posisyon. Anya, bilang ikalawang Pangulo ng bansa, nangangako siyang ipaglalaban niya ang konstitusyon at itama ang mga mali sa abot ng kanyang makakaya.
Pakikilusin na ng Philippine National Police ang kanyang Special Task Force para sa Barangay at Sangguniang Kabataan Election. Sa Mayo 14, sinabi ni PNP Chief Director General Oscar Albayalde na 190,000 na buong bilang ng mga pulis sa bansa ang nasa 70 hanggang 80% ang kanilang ipakakalat sa iba't ibang polling precincts para magbigay seguridad. Bahagian niya ito ng kanilang preparasyon tuwing ginaganap ang national at local elections. Ayon kay Albayalde, kahit na 5 taon na ang nakalipas mula nang huli silang humawak ng barangay at sangguniang kabataan elections, ay wala naman silang nakikitang problema dahil sanay na sila sa pangangasiwa dito.
Pinag-aaralan ng pamahalaan ng muling pagpapadala ng Pinoy household service workers sa United Arab Emirates. Sa gitna ng patuloy na pag-iral ng deployment ban sa Kuwait, sinabi ni Philippine Overseas Employment Administration o POEA Administrator Bernard Olalia, kautusan na lamang mula sa Department of Labor and Employment ang kailangan para mabuksan ulit ang deployment o pagpapadala ng mga household worker sa UAE. taong 2014 nang mahinto ang pagpapadala ng mga Pinay domestic helpers sa UAE matapos tumanggi ang nabanggit na Gulf state na dumaan sa screening ng Pilipinas ang kanilang mga employer. Gayunman, nilinaw ni Eulalia na may nilagdaan ng kasunduan noong pang Setyembre 2017 kung kailan pumayag ang UAE na bumuo ng isang grupong sasala sa mga employer na kukuha ng mga household service worker. Susunod, Senate probe sa China missiles sa West Philippine Sea. Iginagalang ng palasyo. Ang detalye niyan sa pagbabalik ng Agila Balita sa umaga.
Agila Balita.
Welcome to the garden.
Ng Senado sa napapabalitang missile system deployment sa West Philippine Sea. Ayon kay Presidential Spokesman Harry Roque, katungkulan ito ng Senado at hindi nila ito maaring ipagkait o hadlangan. Pero sinabi ni Roque na may mga bagay na hindi pwedeng pag-usapan sa publiko dahil saklaw ito ng executive privilege at may kinalaman ito sa national security. Tiwala si Secretary Roque na hindi makakasira sa pagkakaibigan ng Pilipinas sa China ang investigasyon ng Senado dahil ito lang naman ay in aid of legislation.
Samantala, hinimok ni Senator J.B. Ejercito ang Department of Foreign Affairs na maghain na ng diplomatic protest laban sa China kaugnay sa paglalagay ng missile system sa Spratlys. Ayon kay Ejercito, lantarang pambabastos sa soberenya ng Pilipinas ang hakbang na ito ng China dahil hindi lang airfield o infrastruktura ang inilagay sa tatlong isla. Sinusuportahan ng senador ang Administrasyong Duterte. Ngunit sa huling pangyayaring ito, kailangan ng maghain ng diplomatic protest laban sa China. Banggit pa ni Ejercito na maaari namang maipagpatuloy pa rin ang ugnayang pang-ekonomiya ng dalawang bansa pero hindi na dapat palagpasin ang pagpasok sa teritoryo. Binibigyang diin ng mambabatas na nakasaad sa saligang batas na dapat ipaglaban ang ating teritoryo.
Pinagbibitiw ni Senador Antonio Trillanes si National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon. Ginawa ni Trillanes ang pahayag matapos na ikatwiran ni Esperon na kulang sa mga equipment ang militar para beripikahin ang militarisasyon ng China sa Spratly Islands, particular ang deployment nito ng missile system. Ayon kay Trillanes, malinaw na walang inisyatibo ang kalihim upang alamin ang ginagawa ng China sa West Philippine Sea at mayroon naman anyang intelligence sharing kung saan maaring magtanong ang kalihim sa mga kaalyadong bansa. Samantala, inihayag ni Trillanes na batay sa impormasyong kanyang nakakalap ay demoralisado ang militar sa tila pagbebenta ng teritoryo.
Sa iba pa nating mga balita, pinagbibitiw sa pwesto ng Akbayan Party List na si Department of Tourism Secretary Wanda Tulpoteo. Inihayag ni Akbayan spokesman Gio Chongson ng pangabuso ng kampo ni Teo na ibabalik ng bitag media ang 60 million pesos na bayad sa advertisement ay pag-aamin na sila ang nagkamali. Sinabi ni Chongson na magbibitiw sa pwesto si Teo kung may sala o kung siya ay may sala o kung siya ay mayroong delikadesa. Iginiit din ng Akbayan na bagaman ibabalik na ng bitag media ang pera, Hindi dapat matigil ang investigasyon dito.
Ayaw magkomento ng Department of Tourism o DOT sa procurement ng 1.29 million peso reversible jackets para sa mga birthday celebrator na pumukaw sa mata ng mga kritiko at social media user. Nilinaw ni Tourism Spokesman at Assistant Secretary Ricky Alegre na sumasailalim pa sa procurement process ang naturang mga jacket. Una nang binatikos ang pagbili ng mga jacket matapos kumalat sa social media ang 69-page bidding document na inirelease sa official website ng DOT. Gayunman, hindi dinetalya ng kagawaran kung gaano karaming jacket ang bibilhin.
Sa ating balitang probinsya, lalaki bihag ng Abu Sayyaf sa Sulu, pinakawalan na ang pag-uulat mula kay Eagle News correspondent Eli Dumabok. Eli.
Inalaya na ng mga bandidong Abu Sayyaf ang lalaking nasama sa dalawang babaeng pulis na binihag ng mga bandidong Abu Sayyaf noong umaga ng Abril 29 taong kasalukuyan. Pinangalanan ni Superintendent Rosario Chief Investigator ng Sulu Provincial Police Office ang napalayang bihag na si Faisal Hambali, nakatira sa Sitio Palar, Barangay Gandasuli, Patikol, Sulu. Si Faisal ay kasamang ginukot ng higit 10 lalaki habang nakasakay sa tricycle na pinara din ng dalawang babaeng pulis na sina Pioto Bineros Alvarez at P1 Dina Gumapan para magpahatid din sana sa bayan ng Patikol, kaya lang pinara na rin sila ng armadong lalaki di kalayuan sa boundary ng Hulo at Patikol sa kakapwa binihag. Ayon kay General Cirilito Sobihana, Commander ng Sulu Task Force, posibleng nabitawan daw ng mga bandidong kidnapper ang bihag nila na si Faisal dahil sa airstrike at offensive operation ng tropa sa lugar kahapon na posibleng pinagtataguan ng mga kidnapper na may hawak sa dalawang pulis. Agad na dinala kagabi sa Kota General Teodoro Bautista sa Busdo, Sulu ang nakalayang bihag para isa sa ilalim sa custodial debriefing na pangungunahan mismo ng PNP Sulu. Eli Dumabok, Eagle News.
Susunod, Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte hinikayat na magtalaga na ng DSWD Secretary. 23 patay sa pagsabog ng minahan sa Pakistan. Ang detalye niyan sa pagbabalik ng Agila Balita sa umaga.
Agila Balita.
Ano ang tunay na kahulugan?
Contentment lang.
Ano po ang inspirasyon niyo
Hindi
sa
lang
paggawa
yung sarili
ng
mo yung
mga
mapapasaya mo. Ang kailangan, yung lahat din ng tao
Ano
na mahal sa
ang
buhay mo,
level
is
of
napasaya mo.
happiness ngayong mga panahon na ito?
Anong na-accomplish mo sa buhay mo?
Intact family, of course, and strong spiritual foundation.
Yan ang lahat ng yan. Abangan niyo sa magandang usapan dito po sa Rule Yourself to Success, RYTS! Yeah!
Hinikayat ni Kabayan Party List Representative Ron Salo si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na magtalaga ng regular na Secretary ng Department of Social Welfare and Development sa halip na officer in charge lamang. Sinabi ni Salo na limitado lamang ang kapangyarihan ni DSWD OIC Emmanuel Leco mula nang magbitiw si Secretary Judy Tagiwalo. Mayroon anyang 141.8 billion pesos na budget ang kagawaran. Subalit hindi ito lahat na ibuhos sa social services dahil hindi regular ang posisyon ni Leco. Ipinaliwanag ng kongresista na kung regular ang posisyon ni Leco ay may kapangyarihan ito sa pondo ng DSWD.
Tagisan ng lakas, patalasan ng isip. Balitang Sports!
Magsisimula na ngayong Martes sa Mayo 8 ang puspusang training camp ni 8th Division World Champion Senator Manny Pacquiao para sa nakatakdang laban nito kay Lucas Matisi sa Hulyo 15. Ito ang inihayag ni Aquiles Sonyo, tagapagsalita ni Pacquiao, ilang araw matapos magsimula ang light training routine nito. Bunsod nito magiging focus sa mga isasagawang routines, ang pagpapalakas sa stamina, power at speed ng fighting senador. Habang sa Hunyo naman magsisimula ang heavy training kung saan makakaharap ni Pacquiao ang dalawang Pinoy sparring mates. at pagbuo ng mga estratehiya at techniques na gagamitin sa laban. Samantala, kasama na sa All Filipino Team Pacquiao ngayon si Nonito Dodong Donaire Sr., ang ama at dating trainer ng Filipino-American boxer na si Nonito Jr.
Balitang Pangkalusugan.
May malaking benepisyo sa kalusugan ang ginawang paglalakad ng mga lumahok sa isinagawang worldwide walk to fight poverty. Kung ano-ano mga ito ay ating alamin sa Balitang Kalusugan ni Bel Surara.
Sabay-sabay na nilakad ng mga kanib sa Iglesia ni Cristo ang 1.6 kilometers sa kahabaan ng Rojas Boulevard sa Maynila. Ito ay kaugnay ng ginanap na 2018 Worldwide Walk Fight to Poverty. Naglayo ng naturang aktibidad na isigaw ang paglaban sa matinding kahirapan na nararanasan ng tao hindi lamang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi maging sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Kabilang sa mga nakipagkaisa sa nasabing aktibidad ay si Doktora Arisa Gonzales at ang kanyang buong sambayan. Ayon kay Doktora Gonzales, napakasarap sa pakiramdam ang makipagkaisa sa gayong aktibidad. Bukod dito, anya, napatunayan din sa maraming pag-aaral na napakaraming benepisyong pangkalusugan ang dulot ng paglakad, lalong-lalo na ito ay ginawa sa umaga.
Yes, actually yung brisk walking po talaga very good for the cardiovascular system. So, yung exercise na nadulot nun sa atin, nakatulong ng malaki sa magandang pagdaloy ng dugo sa katawan po natin. Ano? Saka when you sweat, you also release toxins. Malaki din po ang natutulong nun. Nagre-release tayo ng mga unwanted toxins sa katawan.
Idinagdag pa ni Dr. Gonzales na kabilang pa sa matatamong benepisyo ng katawan kung gagawing ehersisyo ang paglakad ay nababawasan ang panganib sa pagkakaroon ng diabetes, nakapagpapatibay ng mga buto at muscles, nakapagpapalakas ng resistensya at napakaraming iba pa. Kaya maglakad po tayo. Para sa Eagle News, Bel Surara and I'm One with 25.
Sa lagay ng ating panahon, dalawang weather system ang nakakaapekto sa bansa. Ayon sa Pag-asa, ridge of high pressure area ang nakakaapekto sa Luzon at Visayas, habang easterlies naman ang nakakaapekto sa natitirang bahagi ng bansa. Kaya patuloy na asahan sa Metro Manila at sa nalalabing bahagi ng bansa ang bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap na papawirin na may ilang mga pag-ulan.
Mga pangyayari sa labas ng bansa. Balitang Abroad.
23 katao ang patay matapos ang naganap na pagsabog sa dalawang minahan sa Pakistan. Ayon sa gobyerno ng Quetta, dahil ito sa pagtaas ng methane na naging dahilan upang maganap ang pagsabog sa lugar at mag-collapse ang minahan. 16 na katao ang dead on the spot sa lugar habang naisugod naman sa ospital ang mga nakaligtas na trabahador. 3 oras lang ang nakalipas, isa pang pagsabog sa isang minahan ang naganap sa kanlurang bahagi ng Spin Keres na ikinamatay naman ng 7 katao.
Kakaiba!
Katakataka. Kagulat-gulat. Balitang Pambihira.
Nasorpresa ang mga shopper sa isang mall sa Makati nitong Sabado ng gabi nang makita nila si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na bumisita sa isang luxury watch store. Ang nasabing mall visit ng Pangulo ay napaulat matapos siyang dumalo sa closing dinner ng 51st ASEAN Development Bank Annual Meeting sa Mandaluyong City. Napapalibutan ang Pangulo ng mga miyembro ng Presidential Security Group o PSG. Sa mga larawan at video na kumakalat sa online, makikita ang Pangulo sa loob ng isang Swiss luxury watch and clock manufacturer. Akala pa nga ng mga iba ay celebrity ang pinagkakaguluhan ng mga tao sa mall. Hindi naman pinalampas ng mga shopper na magpakuha ng larawan kasama si Duterte. At ang Pangulo, game na game rin sa pakikipag-selfie. Noong Disyembre ay nagtungo ang Pangulo sa isa ring mall sa Makati City.
At yan po naging kabuuan ng ating maiinit na balita sa pangalan po ng ating mga kaagapay sa Eagle News Service. Ako po si Erwin Temperante.
Good morning sa ating lahat. Ito si Mylene Mariano Rivera and
We Are One, We 25. Susunod na po ang award-winning program na saganang Mamamayan kasama